What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Christian Hanna Horror here today with an awesome Blu-ray, DVD, VHS horror update. This is a really cool one. You know, I've got some cool stuff, and a couple of these was really inspired by you guys. So let's just get started. The first movie I have here is a movie called The House That October Built 2. The first one was great. I really like the first one a lot, and I need to start this one. I started it for a few minutes, but I got off of it because it was time to go to bed. But I need to finish this. This is The House is October Built 2. The first one was, like I said, the first one I really liked it a lot. So got that at National Video. That's right, I have a National Video where I live, so that's cool. The next movie I got here is a movie recommended basically from you guys. I have it on good authority from most of you that said, hey, Christian, Howling 3 was really good. So I did get the Scream Factory of Howling 3, and I'm glad to have it in the collection. The back has like a nun wolf woman on there, so that's pretty crazy. So yeah, Howling 3, I'm excited to have that in the Scream Factory Blu-ray collection. Scream Factory didn't go over the edge with this. They just kind of gave it a release and kept it pretty simple. New 4K scan, new audio commentary, new interview with Felipe Mora, vintage interviews from director Mark Hartley, theatrical trailer. Looks like this is a movie from 1987, and yeah, that's Howling 3. So yeah, I'm excited about that. The next movie I think I talked about, but I never think I showed it off. I did get the remake House on Haunted Hill, which I enjoyed it pretty good. A lot more than I thought, with it being a late 90s horror movie. It kind of had its own thing going on. It didn't really borrow a whole lot from the post-Scream style movies. Granted, there really wasn't a lot of teens in the movie. It was pretty good. I really liked it. It actually had a pretty good blend of old school horror in it, which I appreciated. So, yeah, this next one's really cool. This is a movie you guys basically said, Christian, a lot of you for 1980 had this on your list, so it made me want to go back and get this movie in a really nice release like this has. That is Maniac. That is the Blue Underground Blu-ray release, which I'm really just, it's awesome. I haven't watched this transfer yet. It is a 4K restoration. Haven't seen too much from Blue Underground. So, yeah, I'm really excited to have this. Yeah, it's a really cool Blu-ray release from Blue Underground. And, wow, there's a lot of stuff in here, Looks like a behind-the-scenes type book. And, it's 3 discs. So, must be a lot of extras on here. So, yeah, Blue Underground looked like they did a really sick job with this movie, Maniac. Funny enough, I saw the remake before I saw this, but obviously this original is really just where the magic is. So, yeah, I'm excited to rewatch Maniac. The next one I got today, that is, it is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Next Generation Scream Factory. I'm glad to have it, Now I can say I own all the Texas Chainsaw Massacres on Blu-ray, and special features aren't the greatest ever. You got a new interview with some of the director of photographies, some of the actors that were supporting actors in the movie. So yeah, but Next Generation, it's got its fans, and you could call me a fan of Next Generation. It is what it is. Obviously. There's no sense in just beating up Next Generation. What does it do if I just berate the film? It's not a terrible film, but it's obviously not the best in the franchise. But that's okay. It's got its merits, and it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4. So there's that. Okay, this next one is a shout out to my good friend Kalen. He hooked me up. Are you guys ready for this? I don't want to spoil too much. So he had something. Let me give you guys a short story on this. He actually lives in the same town as me, obviously, because he does videos with me. And I had this funny. I'll give you a funny story. When my Blockbuster was going out of business, they had all the Puppet Masters on VHS, and I saw them and just never grabbed them. And sure enough, I went to go back to get them, and when I did. They were gone. Fast forward years later where, I meet Kalen, who's one of my new good friends, and he's also a local horror fan. And I go to his house, and sure enough, what do I see? All those Puppet Master VHSs, and I comment and tell him the story about that. He laughs about it. And so we worked at a trade today, and I traded him some other things, and he traded me these. So without further ado, clamshells. Let me get the glare out of there. Clamshell. I don't know if it's gonna get the glare out. Clamshells of all the original Puppet Masters, and they are without a doubt incredible. One, the great underrated Puppet Master 2, National Video, although they are from a blockbuster. Puppet Master 3, Toulon's Revenge, which is fantastic. Carry on with Puppet Master 4. And then we'll finish off with Puppet Master 5. Now, obviously, there's more entries in this franchise, but you know the first 5 are arguably, you know, the ones that everybody wants. So yeah, just thrilled to have these. You know, they went to a good home, and he knows that. So I'm gonna take very good care of these Puppet Master tapes. And yeah, so. Of all the recent Blu-ray pickups I've got, you know, you've got to have Maniac up there as far as one of the coolest ones. Like I said, Blue Underground did a really sick release on that. So that's it, guys, for this update. So like I said, let me let you guys know. We're going to do a top 10 of the 1980s, where basically I take my number ones and rank those, and you'll find out what I think the best movie of the 1980s is. And I think we are going to go through the 90s, guys, and we're going to do the 70s, don't worry. But the glass leaned a little bit more towards the 90s as far as the voting. So, and get ready, guys, because the early 90s are tough. I was looking at some of the movies, some great films. But we are going to do the 70s as well. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. And I think Caitlin will be back to join us for the top 5 of 1990, which should be a challenge. So thank you guys for watching this video. As always, this is Christian Hanna Horror. Please be sure to sub to this channel if you enjoy these kinds of videos. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.